Yo, Tio. What's up, Britt? A terrible panic attack, huh? Here's what I got to say. No more panic attacks. Nah, panic attacks suck, man. I hate when people tell you, just relax, just calm down. It's like, that's not how panic attacks work. The thing is, though, is anytime I have a panic attack, though, it's usually from a bunch of different reasons. Things like not eating right, not exercising, not taking care of myself, and just sort of not doing the things that I should be doing for my health, which affect mental health. So for me, doing all of the exercise, eating right is literally a must. I have to. If I don't, I am a completely different person. I think, to be like quite honest, like I feel like most people who probably suffer from some type of depression or suffer from some type of extreme anxiety is usually caused from stuff that is either happened in their past that they have not confronted, and as soon as they confront it will probably go away after a little while, or because of lack of exercise or food. But you know, panic attacks, they suck, man, because you think you're gonna die. Therapy's got you on tablets for it. Yeah, well, that doesn't help. Look, I'm one of those people, you know, I'm not the guy to talk to about medicines. I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in that shit until you've tried every single other possible way and connection trying to help yourself. I don't think that those medications are something people should be on their whole lives. I think it ruins people, and it just puts money in the rich people's pockets, man. Alright, so check this out real quick. So I have this idea to sort of go into this bridge section. So I want to use these drums and sort of use this part as a bridge section for the song. So we come out of the riff. Yeah, addiction doesn't help. Everybody's addicted to something, though. All right. sounds like impending doom, kind of. Honestly, I haven't listened to any of that in quite a while, so maybe I gotta check that out. Appreciate it though, man. I've gotten a lot of the riff sounds very Lamb of God. So the main riff of the song is this. Yo, biker, what's good, man? My friend peer pressured me into buying a vape. Now I rely on nicotine. Welcome to the club, man. You're young. You could easily quit that shit. Go outside, ride your skateboard, ride your bike. Get better friends. This is just coming from somebody who's been there, done that. And, I used to go on tangents about things like that. But, I guess I've gotten a little bit more bitter as I've gotten older. And it just sort of like a lot of younger people will come to me with problems, or they'll tell me something, and immediately the things they say, I'm like, I can already see what the problem is, but they won't get rid of it. When you get clean and you go to AA or NA, right? The first thing they tell you is you need to change your habits by changing the people, places, and things around you. Those are the most important 3 things that you can do. If you change the people around you, there's no more influence to do it. You got to delete their numbers. You got to tell them, I'm trying to get fucking better, and delete it and get the fuck away from them. Some people literally have to move away just to get away from drugs or whatever it may be. That might not be your case. This is just nicotine. But places is the second one. Like I just said, some people have to move away. Hanging around certain people at the house, certain places can be like trigger spots. I hate that fucking word, trigger. It's so overused anymore. But some places can be triggers. It's like brings up a memory and then makes you think about that and then makes you want to do that. And of course, things are the things that can make you think about those habit forming ideas. So, those are the 3 big things: people, places, and things. Every time you go to do something in your life, you should be thinking people, you should be thinking the 3 things. And if any of those are going to cause you some type of delay in your life and what you're trying to succeed, then fucking get rid of it. It's poison to you. It's a trap. It's literally Satan in the flesh, bro. Yo, Cody, should I start to do lives? Yeah, if your heart so depends on it, or if you really, really want to. But I'll tell you this: depends on what you're trying to do, and if it's just for fun, then go for it. But I'll tell you this: if you're trying to get any type of notoriety or any type of anything out of it, go for it. I'll say this though: in my position, with starting off with a nice quality looking stream, I probably fucked up because a lot of the times people see smaller content creators and they see that their quality isn't great. They see that there's some things that could be fixed and they want to support them to help them out. And in my case, it looks like I've already made it within the YouTube community because I have this room and the camera and everything else. I'm not even at 2,000 subscribers yet. So it's like, I've kind of done myself in. So I would say, like, just do whatever your heart desires and don't overthink it, man. If you really, really want to do lives, do it. But don't become hyper focused on it unless it starts making you money. In which case, dive headfirst. Oh, I see your message now, Britt. Yeah, Coke's the worst, man. You do it, you feel great for 20 minutes, and then right after that, everything sucks. You just keep chasing that first 20 minutes. So, yeah, I think that I'm going to go with what I'm doing here and then push that into going into our and end the song on that. So we'll just dive right into that. Okay, so let's go ahead and record some double tracks for that. Go ahead and tune this guitar up as well. I mean, I don't think I have like a goal for the lives. Like I'm just gonna play like normally would in front of a camera. I don't think I'm gonna write songs, and I don't have a public. I mean, yeah, man, just have some fun. Just play your guitar, do whatever. I'm telling you, for some reason, people really like to support people who don't have a nice setup until they already have a lot of subscribers. Like, I swear, every time I do a phone stream, I get more subscribers from that than I would if I did one of these for twice the amount of time. It's insane. I really don't understand it at all. Like, I wish I could understand the psychology behind it. But yeah, people tend to want to subscribe to help people out that seem like they need the boost. But then people see my streams, they see a little bit of quality within the stream, and they think this guy doesn't need anything, you know? And that's not the case. I ain't got no subscribers compared to a lot of people. Which doesn't really matter to me. I just want to hit that 5,000 mark so I can get the Sweetwater affiliate, you know? Shade Mantisil 1417. What's up, bro? So we're actually writing a song. I'll do you something. I'll do you one better. We're writing a song live on the spot. So this is all real shit. This is all real shit we're doing here, man. We're writing this live. I'm going to record this rhythm part here. Alright, let's go ahead and record that. So I'll record it through what I'm doing now, and then we will... No, actually, we'll just record it through the left up here, and then we'll go through it. Shade, again, we're writing a song live on the spot. So if you want to see covers, this isn't the place, man. I'm sorry. It's not the place. We're writing a song live on the spot. You know what I mean? Live. Okay, so I've got my left pan guitar. Hear that? All right, so we're going to record that left and then record the right, and watch how massive this will sound. Actually, fuck it. I'm going to do the... Watch this. Watch how fucking... Dude. Oh, and having it double tracked with both harmonies, it's going to be sick. Okay, so let's actually do it with this one first, and then let's go through. Shade, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. David Falcon, what are some big inspos for you? On guitar, I just like listening to a lot of thrash. I like listening to a lot of death metal, a lot of tech death stuff recently. Of course, you know, I listen to a lot of Midwest emo, pop punk, skate punk stuff. And one that a lot of people really overlook for the riffs, like the riffage of, is a lot of 80s heavy metal. So whether it be hair metal stuff or heavy metal stuff, you know, like Dokken or White Church or Leather Nuns. They were a really small band from Pennsylvania back in 84 or 86. You know, they were doing it. They never got big. I love listening to stuff like that, early metal, and listening to those riffs. They just always fucking rip, man. And, you know, I've been listening to Dokken pretty much nonstop recently, honestly. But with that said, you know, I like to diversify. It's just I don't really listen to any rap or any bullshit like that. If I do listen to any rap, it's usually like Joey Badass, older stuff, you know, of course, you know, MF Doom, shit like that. But, you know, a lot of the time when I'm listening to music, it's always heavy. Or not heavy, but at least fast or melodic, or at least with some type of real band element behind it. So, yeah, let's do this. All right, now let's record our right pan track. Let's throw this one up to the left and then record a right pan track for that. How do you take the drum session? What do you mean? Do you mean like how do I it's MIDI drums. I use Easy Drummer right here. And you can buy groove packs and manipulate them through the MIDI notes like this. Like this is our drums. All right. Yeah, so now let's record a right pan guitar, because as you can hear, it's just the left. All right, let's go. Dope picks. Recently, I've been into a lot of hardcore and metalcore, especially 90s and early 2000s stuff. Started with Midwest emo and eventually got into hardcore. Yeah, that seems to be the stepping stone for younger people these days, like you know, teenage to early 20s. Is sort of anybody in the alternative sort of starts with pop punk, and then it works into you know, more niche stuff, you know, whether it be mom jeans, Spanish love songs, you know, fucking modern baseball, stuff like that. and then they start going into more hardcore type stuff as it goes. Yo, Cody, I'm gonna go, but keep cooking. I got you, Tio. After we record this, we're doing the breakdown section, which is actually, I really like it. I really like it. Marietta, yeah, exactly. Shit like that. Microwave. American football. I actually just saw them. Sweet Tooth. All that shit. Good shit. Most of it. Alright, now let's record that second half of it. And maybe we'll add a guitar solo under there, so it'll kind of like have that feel like this. So maybe we'll just hit that note on it. Alright. Let's record the second half of that. What do you think modern sound sucks? Like, why do those 90s and early 2000s... You mean like the bands? You want me to be honest? I feel like most of the time, a lot of those earlier bands had a real band aspect to it. And you can hear and feel that in the music, along with music is so easily accessible now. Music is also so easy to make now from home that electronic music is so easy for people to put in their grasp. And with hip hop culture being so flashy and, you know, a populace amongst the majority, you kind of get people that just default and sort of just fall into hip hop stuff. And it's kind of sad, honestly, because hip hop culture is, I don't know, I don't really like a lot of hip hop culture. Like, some of the aesthetic is cool, some of the stuff behind it is cool, you know, how it started, the roots of it. But, you know, the ratchet culture, all that stuff, it's fucking lame. Honestly, it's gross, and I think it has a terrible influence on the youth. But with that said, I think that making beats and stuff for hip hop and rap is so easy to do. There's no band rehearsal. There's nothing behind it. Some dude makes a fucking beat, posts it online, 100 different fucking rappers see that it's free. They rap over it. They put it online. My name's Lil fucking Eep. I don't know. My name's Lil whatever the fuck. So it's very, very easy for people to just bullshit and put music out. Back then, it was a competition. It was always, yeah, this band just came out. Let's listen to this. Let's sit down and let's listen to this fucking record together as a friend group. Let's throw this CD in, the CD player in the car. Let's drive around, smoke some weed with the boys, and listen to the new, whatever album they might be listening to from a band. And, that's not really a thing anymore. And, they would come back home and feel so much influence from listening to that. And they'd want to get together with their friends and make a band, or, start writing music just like that. Or maybe it was a terrible album, who knows? But a lot of influence was drawn. It was a competition for people to, write who's got the best riff, and it still kind of is, but it has a lot more to do with, oh shit, I forgot I'm live streaming on Twitch. I need to go to multi-stream. Sorry about that, Mega 198. I'm just now seeing that I went to multi-stream chat. That's my bad. I was just on YouTube chat. So if you've said anything, I haven't seen it. But anyways, long story short, I think that the reason that the music from the 80s, 90s, there was a lot of fucking terrible music from the 80s. Holy shit, the 80s was disastrous. I hate when people say like music from the 80s is the best. No, the fuck it's not. It was so bad. The only thing truly good that came from the 80s music wise was the fact that metal and rock was changing in a way that we never thought, that people they weren't expecting, and it changed. And that's part of the culture and part of the time that I'm talking about, where you look back and guitarists in bands, Marty Friedman, for instance, he made his own solo albums while being in a band just with guitar. I mean, Yngwie Malmsteen, all these people, these guitar gods from back in the day, it was always a competition. Who can make the best riffs? Who can play the fastest? Who can be the most melodic? It was always like, who can do this the best? So, I don't think that aspect is there anymore, for rock music. I, not to keep going on about this, I'll say this and then I'll shut up, but I think that the last real spark, the last real wave, the last thing that went huge nationwide everywhere was screamo, emo, metalcore music. Metalcore was like the screamo metalcore stuff, from 2005 up to 2012. Like, those were, it changed the way people dressed. It changed the way people thought. It changed the way people played guitar. It changed the way, it changed a lot for music. Not only that, but it was a real band aspect. It's like the last, in my opinion, I feel like, where do we go? Yeah, we have hardcore bands. We have like the hardcore movement, but most of those people are fucking lame and gay, and I hate them. They suck. But all I'm saying is that that scene, it seems to be like one of the last ones that popped off, changed the scene for metal and everything, and it went away overnight, and nothing's really popped off since then. The only thing that sort of had a little bump in the road, there was no spike, it's just been a little hump, is nu metal. And to be quite honest, nu metal was already a thing in the 90s and the early 2000s. I mean, so you can't really say that it's on the same level. When we're talking like the screamo metalcore stuff, we're talking about a whole new type of music that came out of fucking nowhere, and changed the way kids dressed at school, the hairstyles, the way people dressed, the artwork behind it. It was a real fucking thing that like sparked the world, man. It's crazy to think about. There's a whole culture behind that, honestly. When's the last time we've seen that? You haven't seen it since, and I feel like that's why so many people listen to electronic music, bullshit, gay, whatever, on the fucking radio, and then you have all these people that just listen to fucking rap, just listen to whatever their fucking friend shows them, and it's so lame. Mordecai, what's good, man? What are your thoughts on the upcoming screamo scene? I like some of the music, but TikTok kids have almost ruined it for me. I don't know what upcoming screamo scene you're talking about. I've seen a couple bands like what is the band called? See You Space Cowboy. They're from my area. They're from Philly. They came out. No one liked them at first. Then the singer came out as trans, and everybody supported them, and then they got really popular. That's probably a little bit. That's probably what some people would say as a bad take on it, but I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. Once they came out as one of those bands, everybody was like, whoa, what they're doing is so cool and original. And it's like they're just doing the same shit that people were doing fucking 10, 12, 15 years ago. So, yeah, but you'd have to show me what you mean. Join my Discord. And, hey, Mordecai, on Twitch, is there a way that you can get to my Discord? I'm pretty sure that there should be my Discord should be linked, so join that. All right, let's do a quick tune-up, and then let's fucking rock out. We're going to be doing a breakdown, and this breakdown is one of those ones that gets better as it goes. It starts off kind of slow, like, and then you go, whoa, okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I do have to add some drum fills and shit like that, but it's going to be a good one, I promise. Alright, we're tuned up. Now we can get this going. So, where are we? We're right here. So, let's record a left and right track. And somehow I'm not in tune. I'll join it. I'm going to dip, but I think you'd really like the band 7A, 7P, Sky Came Falling, and Hopes Fall. You know what's funny is those sound like just like generic versions, you know, like Great Value from Walmart. They sound like the Great Value versions of bands that have already come out. Like 7A, 7P just sounds like Avenged Sevenfold, the A7X or whatever. Sky Came Falling reminds me of We Came as Romans. Hopes Fall reminds me of Bless the Fall. They all sound like generic versions of like cereal boxes. That's funny. I'll check them out though for sure. I always check out recommendations that people send me. Whenever I go on Spotify, I always forget. That's why I put it in my phone as I do right now. 7A, 7P, search. There we go. Boom. It's in. Sky Came Falling. Boom. Search that. And the last one was Hopes Fall. There we go. All right. Let's get this D tuned up real nice. By the way, if you ever tune in your guitar, you guys, don't fucking just start it where it's at. Always go down a little bit and then come back up. I don't know why it makes the string stay in tune better. It's like it resets the tension or something. Like this. Go down, then come back up. Don't just go down. If you're sharp, don't just go down. Alright, we're good. Let's rock. Okay, so I didn't do that the way that I necessarily wanted to, so we're gonna read. Of course I can't hit the pinch as good as I did that one time. Let's go! I think that one was perfect. What's up? Ugh. Might have had like a slightly out of tune sound there for a second. Almost like it did a wow. You know, like the strings are too light. You know what I mean? Like when your strings are too light for the tuning you're in. Alright, let's record this right pan. Let's go. Yeah. 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 Dude, I don't know why, but I love doing that where I take just a bit of a song and listening to it and seeing if I can come up with something from that. Bro, hold the fuck up a second. Here's what we're gonna do, mate. Here's what we're gonna do, young chapper. Young chappy. Bennett, Dennett, 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 Dennett. Check this out. Let's see if we can do a harmony with it. All right, let's throw that up to the left. We will do this with it. Okay, this is just an idea for another riff anyway, so doesn't really matter. We're just having fun anyways. Wait, what? That's right, because it's not doing a thing. Glad to see all the years of practicing didn't go to waste. Do I know you? Who this? New phone, who this? Go to channel. Hey, what's up, bitch? Ain't no way. What's up? How the hell did you find the channel? So I'm trying to use this as like a way for another, like a whole nother guitar riff. So let's see how that sounds. Because if we did that together like this, if I had the tempo right, it would sound sick. But this is just an idea for a new song. But yeah, what's up, Kels? Okay, so we need to have a harmony. Yo, do you still live in the area? Are you still like in the area at all? Stumbled across your TikTok, pal. Oh, okay, buddy. The hell? Buddy. Call me a fucking pal one more time. Call me a fucking pal. Oh, okay, so not that bad. How many people we got in chat right now? Am I just like talking shit? Oh, we only got 7 people. It's like nobody right now. What's that? Wait, today's Sunday. Today should be a busy day. We should have like 3 or 4 times the amount of people in here. Also, we don't have any moderators. Yeah, today's supposed to be one of the busy days. What the hell? That's so weird. But here, let me show you. Actually, so while you're here, I'll show you what we have so far on the song. I like the one riff that's in this song, but I'm not really big. Also, we have bass for this section, but I don't have bass for the rest of the song. It's sort of a clusterfuck of like where the song is right now. Long story short, the song is very incomplete, and we're working to get the breakdown right now. But this part does have bass. The beginning doesn't, so. But anyways, yeah, let's play through it real quick. Carl. Y'all see Carl up there? Slightly. Dude, oh my god, Carl had the other day, he came into the bathroom while I was peeing. This motherfucker hops in the bathtub. I see him. I'm like, oh, hey. I pet him. I pet his head. I feel a scab. I pick it. I look at it. I'm like, damn. I throw it away. I go back to him, and he's got a pus line this long and, like, that thick. Just, like, it just shitted out of his head. And I was like, what the fuck? Because we let him outside now with the other cats. And, you know, he's fighting with another black cat. We got black on black crime right outside my damn house. We're not safe anywhere. But, like, dude, and I'm like, okay, what the hell? And then I grab a tissue, and I swear it smelled like fucking rotting eggs. It was so bad. It was so bad. So bad. And I tried to clean it, and he's like, wow. And I'm like, dude, you need fucking cleaned, you retard. Like, what are you doing? Okay, let's see if this works. I'm going to try and play along with the song, but... Anyway, so that's where we're at so far with the song. I'm, of course, a little bit clusterfucked with the whole thing, but it's not too bad. Once I piece everything together, it'll definitely be more concise and just have an overall better feel to it. But it's very meh right now as it stands. But I know that there's so much potential to it. I haven't given up on it. Also, if there's anybody watching right now over on Twitch or on YouTube that's interested, I do have a Discord server, and we call it the Pit Riff Challenge. Basically, I post my submission with drums, bass, and guitar, and I give you guys the submission with the drums separate, so you get both, and you can use those drums, make your own riff, play my riff back to me, whatever. Just record yourself and post it on YouTube under the Pit Riff Challenge 2. So if that's something that anybody that's watching right now over on Twitch or YouTube is interested in, go check that out. But I will say right now, as it stands, I've been kind of slacking on it. So I know a few people were gonna do it that lost interest, and that's completely my fault. But life happens, life goes on. So anyways, just throw this cool little riff that I had down here. Yeah, let's definitely use that for something. But we also need to change the tempo of that. 136, 136, I think. Good enough. Okay, so we've got this now. All right, let's get back to work. So I want to add in that lead there, just on that part, just on that last half. Then we're going to go right into this breakdown and try and end this song, because if I don't soon, I'm going to end my life. I'm getting real sick of coming back to this one and having nothing. So we finally have something, and I'm ready to fucking rock. So let's just keep it going, right? Looks good. And once we add bass, of course, it's going to sound a lot more full. There is a couple plugins I need to download, though. So if my calculations are precise, we should just be able to do this. Okay. Hear me out. Hear ye. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need a 4 count, and that 4 count is gonna bring our bitch asses. Wait, no, that's not 4. Okay. Wait. Yes. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. This is gonna sound sick, I promise. Check this out. This is gonna be the easiest way to transition. All right. So the easiest way to transition this out is going to be, first off, getting this session gone. Okay. My voice is going to disappear for just a sec. I have to open up another session. Okay. So what we're going to do is take a reverse symbol. Wait, is there no reverse symbol in it? What is this? The hell is this shit? There's nothing here. Oh, there is. It's just riffs. Okay, we have to open up. Hold on. Metal Rocker, what's good, bro? How you been? How's your day going, brother? After right here, this should have a reverse symbol. Okay, so we do have a reverse symbol right here. We're going to go ahead and copy that. Doing good. Cold and raining. Yes. Very cold. Starting to get very cold out. Not raining here right now, but it will. It always fucking does. How you been, though? Everything been good? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Alright, so what we're doing is the old reverse symbol trick. See, now that's where you lost me. I'm not a sports guy, you know? I feel like, truth be told, the way that I feel about sports, I think if I said it out loud would probably hurt people's feelings that actually like sports, and would probably make them feel bad about themselves. And like, I'm not gonna do that, but just know I'm not a sports guy. You know, I like teamwork, big teamwork guy, but just not in sports. A big on rooting for a bunch of guys that beat their wives. But it's all good, man. I understand for sure, man. You know, I feel like, never mind. I'm not going to go into it because then I'll go on my big tangent with sports. There's no reason to. If you like what you like. But look, check this out. So we're going to go reverse symbol, out of riff, reverse symbol, and then boom, break us into a breakdown. I almost feel like maybe it should be like a 1, 2. Or, wait a minute. What if, now just hear me out. So obviously this is just one track. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, so we gotta, there's a lot of shit we still need to add to this. Yeah, for sure, man. I think the reason I don't like sports is just like the culture behind it, really, you know. So reverse symbol here. Wait, what if, hold on. So what if we did a pause here? maybe just one of them does it. I think we're close, like. Okay. I think that this is where it's going to be peak. Okay, so let's keep it here for now. We'll adjust it as we need it. Oh, and by the way, so actually I need to go in my email and check, but I messaged JST, Joey Sturgis Tones plugins, and told them that I needed a revamp, a refresh on my plugins that I have, and I don't think I've heard back from them, and they're usually really good about it, or if they did, they didn't send me the right one. So once I have that, I'll actually be able to like get in here and add the bass drops and stuff like I used to. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad. So now we can try and play this ourselves. So let's hear it up until, okay? He says, "Fuck yeah, America!" All right, so let's go with that. Yeah, dude, I miss when metal was like the '80s style, and the metal screams weren't yeah, they were yeah. Like, dude, come on, bro. You know what band still does that? I mean, there's a few retro bands that do it, but there's one band that does it like almost every fucking song, and it's so good. It's just undeniable. Like, if you love thrash, if you love like older metal, you'll fucking love it. If you want to check out a band called Vulture, dude, so good. Except I think that there's two bands called Vulture, so you'll have to keep an eye out. But if you're into any of that type of stuff, I promise you'll fucking love Vulture. Like, they just have this very unique sound. So there's two Vultures with one album from 2013, and yeah, it's gonna be the actual Vulture that's like has a bunch of monthly listeners. They have about 23,000. But yeah, these guys are fucking great. Go check them out. Their album art's amazing. Guitar riffs are good. It's fucking great, man. I love the 80s hair metal shit. Dude, me too. I've been on a docking kick the past couple days, man. I've been on a fucking docking kick the past couple days. Like, dude, Unchained the Night gets stuck in my head every time I listen to it. Oh my god. Something like Metal Church? Yeah, man. Dude, how does that riff go, though? Well, I'm in standard tuning, so I'd have to go down a half step. Actually, he's tuned to half step, but at 4/4/7. So either way, the riff won't sound right. But fuck, as soon as I hear it, I'll remember it. But like, I always have trouble remembering because that riff is so easy, but it's also easy to mess it up. I think that's probably one of my favorite Dawkins songs, along with Tooth and Nail. That's what it is. It's fuck. Fuck. I can't remember. Fuck. So good though. Hold on, I gotta hear this real quick. Dude, there's something about those 80s riffs like that that just hit on such a level. Oh shit, could you hear that? Damn, I might get a copyright strike then. Damn. All good. It is what it is, I guess. But yeah, that Dokken riff, man, so fucking good. Damn. Okay, I can't remember any riffs right now. I'm trying to remember the rat round and round riff. I've learned that so many fucking years ago, but I cannot remember for the life of me how that goes right now. The chords of it. Anyways. All right. Yeah. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember just where the chord structure is with it, but it's a weird one, honestly. The way that the riff is played, it's it's honestly like you can tell that it was made just raw from the fucking heart, man. And that's why I think it stood the test of time for the past 90 2000 or yeah, so it'd be the 90s of 2020. fucking 40 years almost it stood the test of time. So it's like, how can you deny something about it? And of course, I fucking love good old Lynch. Good old George Lynch, man. As just a guitarist, so good. Yo, John Lim. John Lim. What's good, brother? What's up, John? Feel free to talk amongst yourselves or whatever. It's a very, very slow day in the chat today. I don't have any of the regulars in here. Not many new people coming in. It's a slow day, but hey. Remember the band Loudness, Crazy Nights was a band? Yeah. I remember the song Crazy Nights. I didn't know that Loudness was actually the one that did it. I've seen them live before, front stage as a teenager. And where the shit loud. I bet it was loud, dude. Those riffs are great and fun to play. That's the thing. They're fun to play. They're catchy, and they have this melodic ring to them that make them heavy while also being catchy. And it's like, you just don't really get riffs like that in metal anymore that make you like want to listen to it, and they add to the vocals. Like you take away that guitar and it's like the whole song's fucked. So it's very different nowadays. Stitch My Wounds. What's going on, man? Well, let me go ahead and actually play you guys something. So, I'll start off where we are with the song right now, okay? I'm going to turn my main guitar down. Got the volume down. We'll start the song from the beginning so you guys can see where we're at so far. Mainly just guitar riffs. Keep in mind there is some bass, but the bass is only in this middle section of the song. So the song is going to sound very unbalanced, very weird, but the riffs are there, the structure's there, and I'll just show you guys where we're at. Playing way too sloppy right now. You got it, Stitch. Which band? John, so I don't know any Motorhead off the top. I'm sure I could learn a Motorhead song really easy. Motorhead stuff's usually really basic. But we're not really doing any of that type of stuff on the channel, taking requests or doing any covers. What I'm doing here is writing a song live on the spot and having it freaking see what we can make. And we're actually at the breakdown section now, and then we need to add some bass. We need to get an intro to the song. A couple drum fills need to replace some of these parts, and some lead guitar needs added. Other than that, we pretty much have the foundation of the song for sure. Oh, no, you're good, man. I figure I'd give you a rundown of what we're doing anyways, Sweaty Guy Orlando. Face purple, wide eyes. Is that like, is that supposed to be like an emoji that shows up or something? Oh, it does show up. It shows up. What the hell? That's so weird. On my computer, it just says Sweaty Guy Orlando, semicolon, face, dash, purple, dash, wide, dash, eyes, semicolon. That's so weird. Also, I have a freaking booger right now, bro, and it won't come out. I'm trying to be discreet about it on the stream, but I can't get the fuck rid of it. I just got it, though. Alright, we're good now. I had two in the same spot. That's so weird. It never happens. We're gonna pop us a little Zenny. Get a little Nicky. Get a little Nick. What's up, my Nicka? Wait, I probably shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't say that on stream. I said nicotine. I said nicotine. Yo, y'all ever seen that episode of Bob's Burgers? Kicks blow my fuse. Dude, Metal Rocker, I just saw you. Thank you for laughing at that. I'm glad I have people that view my channel that can take a fucking joke, but YouTube can't take a joke, so one person will take that the wrong way and ruin my fucking channel, so. So Kicks actually is where I'm from. They're our local band. Dude, we gotta talk about Kicks for a minute. Kicks is the local band in my area. They actually are like, they did their last farewell show right up the road in their hometown. The vocalist, Steve Whiteman, he lives where I live. Like, he literally lives right up the street from me. Steve Whiteman, the vocalist for Kicks. And, it really fucking pisses me off. You guys know the hair metal band. I should just say rock band, because when it comes to real hair metal riffs, they were like more rock and roll feel with the hair metal look. But Poison actually is the reason that Kicks never got their big break back in the day. They're the reason that Kicks never made it the way that they were supposed to. And apparently it was because Bret Michaels had what is the story? I know that there is a story behind it, but I don't want to get it wrong. But there is basically lore based around, the mid to late 80s when Poison was just becoming a thing. Kicks was doing their thing. And let's be real, Kicks has the riffs. They have the vocals. They have the performance. They have the aesthetic. They have the lyricism. They have every single thing that every one of those huge bands had and more. Kicks is, I would say, and I'm not just saying this because, like, they're my local band. I'll support them no matter what. But I truly think that Kicks is one of the most underrated and most fucked over hair metal bands of the 80s. Like, I genuinely feel that way. Like, Kicks is genuinely the most underrated hair metal band of the 80s. They fucking had that blues metal. They fucking rock. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. And they added like classic rock and roll while also remaining to be like slight bits of metal. You know what I mean? Like early heavy metal within some of their stuff. Just a little bit of sprinkle. But dude, Kix was like is the most underrated, underappreciated band of the 80s. And, you know, Steve Whiteman always says people didn't understand us or get it until, you know, it was too late, basically. And now Steve Whiteman has back problems and he can barely do it anymore. But when I tell you this man still has a voice of the gods on him, he has still got the voice of the gods on him. He is so fucking good. Rick Grimes, you're so handsome, bro. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Fuck, how's that blow my fuse go? Dude, okay, I know that this is off topic of the stream. There's a lot of people that are not going to care about this. But you're about to hear a riff that will blow your mind. I'm looking it up because I'm so glad you said Kix, dude. But yeah, Kix is fucking awesome. Like my mom talks about like back in the day, like seeing them all the time, hanging out with them. You know, she's obsessed with them. I got Kix sticker on my car, or no, that was my old car. I don't have it on that car anymore. But yeah, I mean, like I grew up with Kix, man. Like that's my shit. Wait, is this the wrong song? I don't think that's the right. Dude, this tab is completely wrong. Like, this tab is actually wrong. Like, I'm not even kidding. This tab is so wrong. Look at this. This is... Bro, what a disgrace. That is so wrong, it's not even funny. Oh, here it is. This is probably it. There it is. That's it. They might have actually been tuned down a couple cents for this, because this sounds a little bit, it sounds a little off. Like, it almost sounds like they were in standard, but then tuned down a couple cents. Like, if I play it like this, it probably would sound better. I actually used to know this riff. Bum, bum, ba, da. Fuck. That's wrong. That has to be wrong. Like, look at that. That's not even a chord. That's not right. That's not how you play this. I used to know it, though. Yeah, that's it. Fuck! Anyways, I'm going to relearn that. And next stream, I'm going to remember it. Because I want to relearn that song. It's been so long since I learned that. Come on, start a fire. Dude, what a badass song. And guitar riff. People don't write riffs like that anymore, man. Like, who the hell's going? No one's doing that anymore, man. Ronnie was a great guitarist, man. I'm pretty sure Ronnie is the guitarist in the band that came up with that riff. Pretty sure that was his riff. In my electric chair. Yo, Metal Rocker, where are you from? Maybe next song that I write will be old school metal style. Maybe the next song that I do, I'll base it off of some old metal, man. Wisconsin brother. Okay. Okay. Do you play Geometry Dash? No, sir. Ingralazo. If you keep spamming, we'll have to get rid of you, man. No spamming. What's Wisconsin's thing? Like, what's y'all saying again? Like, I know Virginia's for lovers. West Virginia is wild and wonderful or whatever. Dude, that chord right there, that's the one. Dude, I'm relearning that. 100% I'm relearning that. But yeah, I'll do like late 80s heavy metal style. With like the heavy metal hair metal, not like what Metallica was doing, revolutionizing a whole new genre of metal and recreating metal. Well, I should say Dave Mustaine, because at the end of the day, Dave Mustaine is pretty much the creator widely known as the creator of thrash metal. Um, Mainstream, anyways, because something to consider about that stuff is there's bands that were already doing stuff like that, but they never had the chance to record it. They never had the money to record it, and they never had the means to do it. So there were bands out there playing riffs like early Metallica stuff, and they never got to record it, and they never got their credit. And by the time they did start, they didn't really get anything. And I mean, like, if you go back to the very first Testament album and you listen to that album, you'll go, man, this is like, these are some amazing thrash metal riffs from the early days. And you'll go, well, this is only 1 or 2 years after Metallica released their first album. And you go, well, back in the day, you didn't just record an album in, 6 months to a year. Like, you still had to get together, write the songs, find the place to record it, find the money to record it, get the album drawn up, get it printed out, and get it put out. So, for it to be released that soon after just goes to show that, there were other people doing it at the same time, but maybe their stuff just didn't get released. Landon, what's good, man? All right, let's tune up and let's go ahead. Yeah, let's tune up and go ahead and record this breakdown, okay? How do you guys feel about the statement, low tuning doesn't make a song heavy? How do you guys feel about that statement? Because, I feel like we got some pretty heavy riffage in this song, and I'm just in drop D. And there are people out there, playing in way lower tunings. Like, I'm in drop D. If I drop this down, sorry, not 12, 4 semitones, I'll be C sharp, C, B, A sharp. I'll be in A sharp. And there's people that will say even A sharp isn't that low. I mean, depends on what the music is. I say drums make a song heavy. I mean, drums add the rhythm, but at the same time, you can be heavy with just a guitar riff. You know what I mean? Like, if you take those drums, like, you can add the same drum beat, like, let's say a D beat, like this beat. You know what I'm saying? You take that type of beat, and then you play fast punk chords over it. Skate punk's up. You play like some skate punk type stuff over it, but then you take that same beat, you play the guitar riff over it, and then you have like a... You know what I'm saying? So you can... I feel like drums play a part, but the guitar definitely... Also the key of the song, because drums don't necessarily have a key, and obviously most heavy music is written in a minor key, but obviously Iron Maiden proved everybody wrong with their song, what's that song called? But either way, it's played in a major key, and it's known as one of the great heavy metal songs, and it's played major. So it doesn't always mean heavy, but I would say guitar definitely plays the biggest part, and I think being in a low tuning doesn't necessarily mean anything. All right, let me grab some water, and then we're going to write this breakdown. Okay. Let's go. All right, we got to be quick here because I actually need to get off in about 10 minutes. So if you're watching, double tap that screen, like this video, and stick around to the end because we got about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. Ooh, my back. Ah. So we need to get this, and I might have to finish it up on my own, or maybe even start the stream when I get back or something, but I have to go pick my son up from his friend's house. So let's get the first portion recorded. So we're gonna do that part by itself, but I wanted to keep that first portion and then record it over again, and we're gonna add some octaves in there too. All right, anyways, we'll get to that later. Right now we're going to focus on just the song. I can feel I was a little late there. We can always re-record this as well, remember. It's a little sloppy. And the beginning of this doesn't have the note hitting right. So that this 1, 2, 3, first 1, 2, 3, 4 of it needs re-recorded real quick. Okay, now we can replace this. Really, you gonna do that to me? Alright, it just needs re-recorded. There's no save in that. Hold on. Okay. Okay, then we can add some octaves and stuff in there. We'll figure out the right ones to put in. Just got to remember to do that. And let's keep focused. And then here's where it goes into playing those notes there. All right, quick tune up, and let's record. right. Fucked up that end. Well, we can fix the end though. Actually, hold on. Damn it, that's not what I want to play there. Oh my god. So annoying. Now that's closer to what I wanted to do. Alright, anyways. Just trying something a little different there. I gotta get off of here though. So really good, always, getting to chat with you guys, getting to hang out, of course. I'm gonna try and actually work. Something that I don't usually do is work on the songs when I'm by myself. But with this one, we are now on 3 streams working on this, and that's usually when I'm trying to be done with the song. So because I've had to end early on kind of 2 of them now, because I would have kept going for another hour on this one. Because I've had to end early, I might work on this one by myself. I will finish this last part. We already know what we're doing. I'll record the bass by myself, and I will do the intro, or just leave it the way it is. Come up with an intro if the song gets used for something. So, you know, gotta freaking get it going and keep moving on. Anyways, always good to have you guys, man, for sure. Anybody got any questions before I hop off here? Hendrix, Jeremy Dunn, what's up, man? Jamie, I won't date men like you or men that act like you. Good, I won't date whores like you. I don't want any whore like you either. Any questions before I go? Metal Rocker, you got anything you need to say before then? Also, oh hey, don't forget to join the Discord, okay? Just click my name above, go to more, and then do the thing. I'll see you tomorrow. All right? Sober by Tool. Very sorry, Sage. Thank you very much for joining in. If you want to, by the way, if any of you guys want to win a pedal, it is a fuzz pedal. Sober by Tool. I do have a pedal that I'm doing a giveaway with at 5,000 subscribers. So if you tap the bell and subscribe, believe me, there's going to be a lot of people that probably don't get it because they didn't pay attention to their email. So, I'll keep moving on when it doesn't get claimed. So it could be you if you pay attention. If you want to win that pedal, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. If you don't tap the bell, you will not get it. So make sure that you tap the bell. With that said, love you guys. I'll check you later. Peace.